Well, welcome to today's video. I'm Alan Warren, the RV Wingman, a former campground owner, lifelong lover of the great outdoors and of RVing. And I love most of the people that do it most of the time. Wingman Wisdom is about, well, it's about having thoughtful conversation with you, not argumentative. I don't know everything. I share my stories, my wisdom, if you will, with you, and you in turn share your wisdom and your stories with me. If you have not yet subscribed to Wingman Wisdom, I invite you to please do so, but watch a few of these videos first. Wingman Wisdom is a different kind of a channel, different than most others in the RVing space. I know a little bit, but there's a lot that I don't know. But if you'll read the comments under this video or just about any of my videos, you will glean so much information. You'll see what kind of people that you are associated with that watch Wingman Wisdom. So, have you wondered what is going on with the state of the RV industry? Do you think that there's a time when you're going to be able to just steal an RV because the dealer's lots are so full? And what is going on with Grand Design? Are you hearing some of the bad things that I'm hearing about Grand Design? To help us unpack all of that and more, let's visit with my good friend Kevin Fraser from Cheyenne Camping Center. The RV dealers that I drive past, the lots, they are full. I know that the manufacturers have slowed down up in Indiana in their production, but the lots, the dealer lots are just full. And there are people that email me every day thinking that, I'm going to wait until the prices just drop and then I'm going to go in and get a steal. You're telling me that's not going to happen. Yes?
No, it's not going to happen. There's dealers that have reached their limit. Floor plan is what dealers use to, the bank funds our inventory. There's dealers that have bumped up to limit and they can't pay for them. And Cheyenne Camping Center, we're just Forest River, but we buy the stuff that they offer us because it can't be bought by that other dealer that ordered it. The biggest discount I've seen in the last 2 months is 2.9%. 2.9 compared to the run up in prices. So they don't have to discount. Now, a lot of the stuff that you're seeing on these lots is Grand Design stuff. Something very odd's going on there. I don't ever deal with Winnebago or Grand Design, but the dealers are telling people I know, telling people at Forest River that they have a contract with Winnebago, with Grand Design, that compelled them to take goods that they either ordered a really long time ago or didn't order at all. And so that might be why you're seeing stuffed lots. Their stuff also went crazy in price and tends to be fifth wheels. So fifth wheels are a little screwy. And for that, okay, that 60,000 that's probably going to South Florida, half of that will be replacements for insured loss of recreational vehicles. Half of it will be to live in while you build your house, rebuild your house. That compares to 140,000 that went south for Katrina. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a bad storm, but they're handling it better. Does that make sense?
It does make sense. Now, going back to the Grand Design thing, I don't know much about what you just said, but I'm getting emails and phone calls, quite a few of them, from people that are fifth wheel owners, Grand Design fifth wheel owners, that have got lots of quality issues. And I mean, cracked just a lot of different quality issues. And there are now Facebook groups that are out there with people that are all in the same boat saying, what have we done? We spent a ton of money on something that's supposed to be a great product. And again, I'm not trying to bash them. I'm just saying that literally over the last 2 or 3 months, I've had a lot of people that are contacting me going, what do we do?
Anything that I say regarding Winnebago product could be self-interest. I hear the same things that you do, and I could tell you some stories that would curl your hair. But let's not go there. What was their motivation? What were they doing? All through the lockdowns, the COVID-related stuff, they were go. They were bidding up price. They were stealing labor from everybody, and they were pushing as much stuff through their factories. Was Forest River and Thor guilty of that? Yes. And was there a decline in quality? Yes. And I'm given to understand that some quality declined considerably more than others. I mean, by division. Our crew was able to tame the problems with the Forest River stuff with a double prep, but Forest River got a lot more warranty claims in our pre-delivery. So it was true of everybody, but it was double true of what went on at the various Grand Design divisions, so I hear. Now, do I take anything in trade from Grand Design? I don't decline anything unless it's something really screwy made by somebody that went out of business. When we get a Grand Design product in and rehab it, make it ready for sale, it doesn't seem to be any worse than anything else. But the stuff we've taken was made prior to the recent run-up in production, which I think exaggerated their problems beyond anything in the past. So those groups that you're viewing, they might be onto something, but that wasn't the only thing they did during the pandemic. It was the Grand Design product that was bidding for labor, stealing people from other plants, paying lots of stupid money. And I know that at Forest River, I don't know at Thor, but I know at Forest River, they slowed down production and took less production and therefore less profit so that they didn't put crap out that ruined their reputation. This was particularly true of Flag Rockwood, which was under constant pressure to get more out the door. But they held on to the reputation better than Thor did. And at Grand Design, they just threw it to the wind.
So when people say if it was built during the pandemic, I'm not going to buy it. I don't want one of those COVID campers. And they say that as a blanket statement. I mean, not 100% are terrible, but too many of them were kind of slapped together is what I'm hearing you say. Kind of. Yeah.
That's also true of a home built during that period, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, it is.
It's true of a lot of things. So if you want to buy something that was built in 20, things were fine. But by the time we got the end of 20, things started getting hyper. And 21, if it was built in 20, late 20, 21, 22, just make sure if it's an RV that it gets well prepped. Go online and find out if the dealer is okay. Look at his reviews and see. Because, yeah, we got some junk in, but our customers didn't know it. We caught it all before it went out. And during the pandemic, they had parts problems. You could find something wrong with a camper, but you had to change VIN numbers and deliver to customers something else because you couldn't get the part to fix it. That's solved now. That's okay.
What about dealers getting in trouble, financial trouble, because the interest rates have gone up? You know, they've doubled essentially.
Well, a dealer interest has doubled. You can call it from 3% to 6%.
Right.
And in the go-go years, this happens every damn time. This is what Warren Buffett was talking about. You find out who was swimming naked when the tide goes out. People were buying. In the case of RV retailer, they literally bought nearly 100 RV dealerships and way overpaid. And they did it with borrowed money, and now their costs have doubled. Now it's billions that Camping World carry. Suddenly, the costs have doubled. There's the big outfit that was supposed to go public this year. You know what the market's been like. Couldn't go IPO this year. So they're at death's door because they can't borrow anymore, and their costs are out of control. All at the same time, revenues at dealer level have collapsed quite a bit. I'm afraid that we did see it coming. I could see over the hill that would be the sales decline recession caused by inflation, but I missed Mount Putin altogether. And so I figured we'd be down a third in sales, but we're down 50%. And that last part was caused by the freak out over the Putin invasion, which caused gasoline and other products to go nuts. We already had impossible inflation. But the inflation was caused by Putin. No, it wasn't. Milton Friedman won his Nobel Prize for proving that inflation is caused everywhere and always by the government spending too much money they either print or borrow. So we were already in a mess when Putin scared everybody half to death, and it's continuing to scare people. So the families left the business. What do families buy? They buy bunkhouse models. And so the bunkhouse models stacked up on the dealers' lots, and that's a lot of what you're seeing, bunkhouse travel trailers.
Yes. Yeah.
But that's exactly the units that are necessary for Ian relief. So that should come into equilibrium by the second quarter.
But you said that things are going to kind of level out, I guess. They're not going to go down a lot. But what about these dealers that are carrying all this inventory? You said that their cost of carrying that floor plan has doubled. Are they getting desperate? Do you see a time in the next few months when a dealer is going to get desperate and say, I got to get rid of these things, or not really?
Well, see, that they're in a trap, aren't they? Because they got to come up with cash if they sell them below cost. There's some people that overpaid for their new inventory, but the real bad problem is on the used side where they grotesquely overpaid. When you owe more than you paid for something, you're underwater. And there's a lot of used inventory that the dealers are underwater on. That will probably precipitate the collapse.
A collapse? How big of a collapse? And how will it affect you and me? How will it affect some of the biggest RV dealers in the U.S.? That will be some of the things that I talk with Kevin Fraser about next time. If you value this information, please subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, share it on social media, as I say, with your family and friends that enjoy camping and RVing. If you have a question that you would like for me to ask Kevin Fraser, a topic that you would like to hear us discuss, please drop it in the comments. Or, as I always say, if you click the word more in the description right at the bottom of the video, click the word more. It will open up. You'll be able to see links to Kevin Fraser and a lot of the companies that I do consulting work with, as well as my personal email address and my phone number, my cell number, 24-hour voicemail if I don't pick up. And I would love to hear from you personally. So drop a comment or contact me by clicking on the description below. Let me know what you would like to hear Kevin Fraser talking about. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with Kevin very, very soon. I'm Alan Warren, the RV Wingman. Be safe. Have fun, play nice, and don't leave your good manners at home.